Oh, isn't that cute? Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. What's up, everyone? Straight from the Far East, I picked up a new little toy. Now, it came pretty quick. Only took 2 months to get. That's only because I chose the free shipping. So what I got here is I have one of these little butane torch lighters. Right? And isn't that cute? Little tiny flame. Well, if you want to light a cigar or if you need a little bit of heat, that works. What happens when you need a lot of bit of heat? That's what I got here. What we got here is a butane torch that fits on one of these 8-ounce canisters. So let's take a look at how this thing works before we actually crank it up and test it and see what we got. So how this works, this clips on and then you rotate it about 1/8 of a turn and it locks into the top of the can. So the button back here, this is the valve and the igniter all at the same time. What happens is when you open this valve, there's a little gas port right here. So you're letting the gas from the canister through this nozzle. There's a little brass nozzle in here, straight out the front. Now when you ignite that and you create a flame here and the flame shoots this way, it creates a vacuum. And these ports around that nozzle are where the air gets sucked in, mixed, and that's how you get that the torch. That's why when we put this thing back together, there's a gap over here. That's where the air will come in to mix with the fuel, make it super hot. Now what I wanted to do is I wanted to check to see what can we do with this flame. Also, how much fuel does this torch use? So what we're going to do is we're going to turn on our scale. This is an 8-ounce canister. So 8 ounces is about 203 grams. So we're going to measure the weight of the can. We're going to time a minute of this on full. We're going to use it to heat up this ratchet because this ratchet is now straight and I want to put a slight curve into the ratchet. And I want to see if a minute or so of this torch can heat the steel up enough that we can bend it with some pliers. So we got 315 grams here. I'm going to zero, actually, you know what? Let me do it like this. We got 315 grams here. 315.3 grams. So we're going to check the weight after we use it. Well, here we go. We're going to lock this bad boy on. We got to turn the valve off first. Let's get this little guy out of the way. So I'm going to use a pair of locking pliers to hold on to this so we don't burn, so I don't burn my fingers. I have a stopwatch right here, and we're going to time it out. And we're going to see how long, well, it should take about a minute or two. We're going to get this thing nice and hot, and then I'm going to use some big channel locks here to actually bend it. We're going to put maybe 10 or 15 degrees inside of here. Let's do it. Oh yeah. we got that bad boy on tight. All right. So while that cools off, so we had this thing running for 6 minutes. This torch tip is very hot right now. So I'm going to weigh the canister real quick. We're going to see what we got. So we have 307 grams. So we ran this torch. It was 315 grams. So we ran about 8 grams over 6 minutes. So it's about a little over a gram a minute on this canister. Now these canisters were about, I don't know, I picked them up for about $2 a pop, which is great. I ran this torch full blast, 6 minutes, 8 grams. And you get 200, it's about 203 grams per canister. So you get a good run time. I'm going to put this, I'm going to put the head back on so I don't actually touch it, drop it, or burn myself. Now, let me make sure the handle is fully cooled. Make sure the handle is fully cooled. All right, that warmed the water up nicely. All right, handle is still a little warm. And that's what we got. Now, I melted the plastic on the back of this ratchet. Now, this ratchet is a cheap piece of crap that I've had forever. I bought like some $20 50-piece cheap Chinese-made ratchet set years ago. Maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago. And this is just an old ratchet I had laying around. And I wanted to use this ratchet as an example to, for the torch to see if we could bend this metal. And we did. We did bend the metal. The steel, this is about a ½ inch. This is about a ½ inch thick. Well, now it's nice and hardened, and we have an offset ratchet. All right. Let's see if this thing even works anymore. Oh, this is great. So this goes into the scrap pile. Well, I like this torch. It doesn't use that much fuel. I picked this up directly from China for, I don't know, maybe $4.50. You could pick them up on, you could pick them up in the Amazon or on the Bay for, I don't know, between $7 to $10. It's definitely earned its spot in the shop. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't worry, I got more videos coming for you. Have a good one.